Let me see your green cup.
This one?
No, that one. Because I'm pretty sure I thought they were clean, but I just had crumbs in mine. That one looks like
acting like you ain't fucking with a real one, nigga.
Oh, I just want to make sure, nigga. Because I want to make sure. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like,
some of them were water stains. Some of it is motherfucking. I don't know, nigga. It could have just been.
I hate a motherfucking person that be talking about something in the book. I'm like, nigga, I seen your motherfucking house. Nigga,
you ate ass, nigga. You told me you ate ass, nigga. You scared of a little dirt?
Warning. The contents of this podcast are informational in nature, and neither Chaim, nor Kel, nor I, nor Random Realness is engaged in the provision of legal, tax, or any other advice. You should seek your own advice from professional advisors, including lawyers and accountants, regarding the legal, tax, and financial implications of any financial decision you contemplate. Additionally, the information shared on this podcast is not intended to be a substitution for diagnosis, treatment, or informed professional advice. You should not take any action or avoid taking any action without consulting with a qualified mental health.
Welcome to the show, Random Realness. I'm your host, Chaim, here with my motherfucking dog, co-host, cousin, whatever you want to call him, J. White. The fire guy. How you doing, dog?
I'm doing good.
You ready to smash some food, huh?
Episode 81.
81 in this bitch.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm happy this is what we're doing.
Yeah,
I'm with Guthrie's. For those who don't know, Guthrie's golden fried chicken fingers. Local.
Yeah.
Go check them out. Okay, I'm going to say this because I know he don't like it, but people will say this is the closest thing we have to Raising Cane's. He's not a fan of Raising Cane's.
They're competitors, but I would just say
they're similar.
They're similar, but I feel like Guthrie's has a better taste.
I'm going to say the first time I had Guthrie's, I was like, nigga.
Yeah.
Second time I had Guthrie's, thought it was a tad salty.
Okay.
Just my opinion, obviously. But I've only had Raising Cane's twice, and it was on the same trip. So
okay,
but I fuck with fried chicken's my shit.
If you're gonna err on any side for me, I'd rather be on the salty side than not.
Right.
Yeah. Especially
agreed.
Raising Cane's, at least the one in Vegas. I was like, what other sauces are out there? We only got one sauce, and I'm like, nigga,
cane sauce, cuz.
But that's it. And I'm like, why you guys got some fucking high powered ass fucking fry sauce?
Tell them what you got.
All right, so this is the family deal.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it just says $50, nigga, $50. So you got a whole gallon of sweet tea, and this shit is cracking.
Bussin', I will say that.
A whole bucket of fries. Because
we had
we brought them. We DoorDashed ourselves. You know, that's a bucket of fries.
And how many? Look at all these chicken fingers, cuz.
I bet you it's like at least 20, 25 potentially.
And all of this is getting slapped. We got coleslaws. We got
for you coleslaw lovers, nigga.
This is gonna be the equivalent to cane sauce. This is Guthrie sauce. We got some barbecue.
4 things of that Texas toast right there. You know what I'm saying?
Which I ain't gonna lie. Bus.
I'm gonna snack some of that for sure.
And then this is I ain't tried this. You put me on this one. What's this one? Sweet and sassy.
Sweet and sassy.
We gonna.
And I'm gonna try that one. I ain't tried that one yet.
Okay. So we both gonna get hip to it, huh?
Yeah.
Get that out the way. There we go.
Damn.
And then J. keeps the honey on them.
You got to.
Keeps organic, nigga. Read it.
Hey, baby, I came and rated it. You don't even know that I plucked that on the way. She probably did because it's like.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not like a diehard fan of coleslaw, but I eat it.
Man, wifey said that she thinks that's really good coleslaw.
Okay, and she fucks, so she's a fan.
She fucks with coleslaw, okay. But it's not as good as fucking. She had coleslaw at
that boy just had a relapse.
Where were we in California? Damn, Roscoe's.
Okay,
Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle.
Was had a coleslaw. So how you been, nigga? You just went all over the map, nigga. When you just came back. As you guys can see, we don't got Kale here today.
Man,
She out here doing God's work.
God's work, yeah.
Fighting fires.
Fire.
While we're sitting there starting them.
You ain't lying. Shit, I've been good, man. I just went our delayed honeymoon.
Mm-hmm.
And went out to Vegas for 7 days.
Okay.
Well, 6 because one of the days we drove to Los Angeles and saw Venice Beach and saw what people were doing out there.
First time at Venice Beach?
First time with my wife. I went when I was in college. We did a LA trip, and so I had walked Venice before.
Okay.
But it was her first time. It was my first time as an adult that didn't have a fake ID.
Was doing your own thing.
Yeah. And if we wanted something, we could truly get it if we wanted to, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
you weren't like, fuck, I gotta get Newports.
But I gotta tell you the fucking story. We driving in to go where GPS take me to Venice Beach, and it's gonna take you to the main city parking area.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this dude. He sees me pull up. He just does this with the sign. It says additional parking that way. Nigga, so I'm thinking, it's overflow.
He got you.
Nigga, I paid $35 for 2 hours of parking, and the parking lot wasn't even full, and that would only be $9. So I paid 200-something%. She's like, this doesn't. Oh my bad. Wifey said, "Fucking," we had to edit that, but she goes, "Something just doesn't seem right," and I'm thinking she's saying something doesn't seem right because she thinks they're gonna rob us.
Shout out to Colin Lano with Lano Insurance. He has been a proud sponsor of the Random Realness Show for over a year.
Call Colin if you need home insurance, life insurance, motorcycle insurance, boat insurance.
Call Colin. If you live in Idaho, Utah, Montana, or Oregon, call Colin. Where? 208-639-0412. Call Colin.
If the part of town or something.
Just these people are shady. They're gonna take our car somewhere potentially. That's what I was thinking, but that's not what she was. She was saying this doesn't seem right. We shouldn't be having to pay $35 to go to a public beach.
Mm-hmm. Right. That's wild to me.
But nigga, it was not registering in my fucking head. I'm just like, oh, Venice Beach is so popular that overflow. This is what parking ends up being. It costs to breathe in California, nigga. So
gullible Gabe over here. Oh boy. Hit you for a lick, huh?
Yeah. And we're like, oh, we want to stay till 7:30, and they're like, no, you need to pick your car back up by 7. Mm-hmm. We're like, no, we're trying to see the sunset, blah blah blah. If we were to park where we needed to park, it was $9 until 10 p.m. And so they let us park there, and they kept our car there, but we had to come grab the keys at 6:30, and then they just left it parked there for us to come get it after they leave. We're like, yeah, we want to see a sunset, and they're like, the guy was like, nigga, there ain't no sunsets in Venice, nigga. He's like, because it was it's hella cloudy, and it's just it's either in California, you either got smog. It's very rare that it's a fucking
you got
sunny
smog,
ass day,
especially in Southern California.
Yeah, so they're like, nigga, but we're just like, no, we saw it on the weather report.
They told us to come here.
The sunset's at 7:09. They're like, yeah, it's gonna set, but you
ain't gonna see it.
You ain't see shit.
Then you got X-ray vision.
Oh my god. Hello.
So Venice, then you niggas went to Vegas.
Yeah, we were in Vegas, then went to Venice, then went back to Vegas.
Hold on, wait a minute.
We came into Vegas on Saturday.
We're balling out.
Went and did O. We went to O.
Okay, what'd you think of that?
Wild.
One of the dopest things you've done in Vegas?
Yeah.
Agreed. I went there, so not to change topic.
Yeah,
Remember where you
at?
I went to Vegas after I turned 21 6 times in a row, for my 21st birthday until I was 27, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I, gambled, went to clubbing, bought Gucci and ridiculous shit, whatever. Been drunk as fuck, whatever. Party. That's one of the dopest experiences I've ever had in Vegas, that show. Hands down. It's not even close.
It's wild.
Unbelievable, bro. It's 2.5 hours, 2 hours long. Shit is fire. I ain't gonna lie to you.
When they open up those curtains and you see how deep that thing is, and then you see,
and they got that the stage that's a pool.
Yeah.
For those that have never been, say the table's a stage, it opens up into like a 30-foot pool, 20-foot pool.
Yeah.
And niggas are doing crazy tricks in the pool. It's basically
100 feet dives.
It's basically like a circus act above water and also not.
Underneath water, yeah, like there, under there, you can see them bubbling. Because at first, the first time that they come up from the water, you're like, damn, where were them niggas been? And then after that, you start trying to peep to like see how they're getting oxygen and stuff. Dog.
Unreal. Yeah, I always tell people, if you go to Vegas, dude, check out one of those shows because it's so worth it.
It was $5
For just you and wifey?
Yeah.
And it was worth it?
It was a one-time experience. It's like, go. I don't think
you never have to do it again. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I don't think I'll see other ones.
Yeah.
I might see the Michael Jackson one if it's done by Sugarcoating, just because of Michael, but nigga, it was worth seeing. And it's hard for me to believe that Broadway could be better than that.
How?
Because I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Like, unless they got water and all types of crazy shit that goes with it.
You tell me I'm about to go watch Cats, the musical on Broadway, and it's going to be that?
Yeah, it's hard for me to.
Yeah, I don't see it.
To be that.
So you said you went to a Olympic play-in game? Or?
Yeah, USA versus Canada. It was the only game that they were playing on stateside before they played in the Olympics.
Uh-huh. How was that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot you were there. And somebody was like, yeah, USA is about to lose. They're down. And then they came back and won.
Who said that?
My little brother. He was watching it on TV saying, yeah, they don't look good. We're about to get trounced.
Not a chance.
That's what I was like. I didn't know how much time was left or nothing.
But I guess they struggled in Australia. That game was like 98-68. It was like a lot closer than, or 98-92. This one was like a 20. By the end, it was like a 20-point gap. Canada had Jamal Murray. Oh no, the guy for the Denver.
Jamal Murray.
That's okay. And then they had what's the
Shea
dude?
Gillis.
Yeah, they had Shea Gillis.
Pardon my reach.
And who's the guy who's the dude that always guards LeBron that is like dirty?
Oh, Dylan Brooks.
Dylan Brooks, every time he got the fucking shit out, and I'm like, I said,
he loves that shit. He loves being the villain.
I know, and I'm like, dude, this nigga got to be the toughest nigga in the whole entire world because like his whole existence is like everybody hates him, but he still goes out there and balls. Like
he'll go and just be like this, and then nigga as they're doing their warm up stretches and just be staring at him. It's like, what is wrong with you, dog? Who didn't love you?
Well, I feel like he gets booed because he tries, right? Like he's that annoying. He's like not the greatest talent, but he plays so hard.
He's not gonna just be like, oh, you're LeBron, so you got it.
Yeah,
which I love about him. But
yeah,
it's funny because he just ODs on it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But embrace that role, dog.
That one was like, we're sitting there, we learn that it's happening, and we're like, oh, should we go? When we're driving to Venice, we're like, should we do it? It's like, damn, it's a dream. You know what I mean? It's like essentially seeing the dream team is the only game that they're going to be on stateside. It only happens every 4 years.
Right.
This is probably LeBron's last. Like, we're trying to go through
everything of what?
The $500 for 2 tickets in the nosebleed. So I'm thinking everything's at $500. 500.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, you just get. He said we went to lunch. 500. Like, yeah.
And so we
This shit is so busting. Unreal. I'm sorry. You went to where? You went to the game.
We went to the game. We're so glad we did because, nigga, it got even better. We're in the game. Barack Obama's there. So, nigga, the president or the ex-president's in the building. Nigga, then at halftime, they do 50 years remembrance of USA basketball. John Stockton, Patrick Ewing, Gary Payton, Dwayne Wade, fucking Carmelo Anthony, nigga, every basketball player you want to see, yeah, anybody that you want to see, like, oh man, it would be crazy to see them in real, like, in person, like real life. We saw, not let alone just a star-studded 12 that are still playing. We just everybody
other legends as well.
Yeah, and they did the women's too. So like Cheryl Swoops, Lisa Leslie. Fucking the girl, the original girl from UConn,
Sue
like,
Bird. Did they do Sue Bird? I wonder just because didn't she just retire? That's why I asked, but
I don't know. South Carolina's head coach.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
We saw every greatness thing that you could for the $500, like in one shebang. Like,
so while you were they're just spending $500 left and right. You guys go like sightseeing or walk around the city or do anything that wasn't crazy expensive like that? Like
we walked every hotel.
Really?
The first day we did like 35,000 steps. Next day, like 33,000 steps.
Jesus.
Let me do the count. And we only took like 5 Ubers total.
The whole time.
And 4 of them were to the airport.
Oh, so yeah.
Because we had to go pick up the car, come back. Like, we stayed on foot the whole entire time. And like, because like we don't drink, it was like we would just eat, find whatever place we wanted to eat. That was like our like eat for the day.
Right.
And then it was just like, let's walk around and like see as much shit as possible. We didn't.
Which I feel like that's what it's all about. Like, as much money as I spent gambling and clubbing and all that shit, it's just like none of that. Like, yeah, we had good times and made memories and shit, but none of that shit was like, I don't give a fuck about any of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't remember the bad beats I had or the good hands I won or the teams I won on in March Madness or none of that shit, you know, but like or just walking around fucking seeing the inside of like the Venetian and shit.
Every hotel is like a fucking masterpiece from fucking.
And you've been to Vegas before.
Yeah, but
has your wife been? Has she like?
She had
like,
went,
I guess in that capacity.
She had went, and she had only went to like they took her to the high roller. They did the high roller and then left. So she hadn't seen the strip. Like, she went to the strip, but it was like they drove into a parking garage. And that walked up that one that has a little bowling alley right there with the little misters and went on the high roller, and that was it. But she didn't do
the actual strip.
She had never been in Caesar Palace and seen like what a hotel in.
That's what people like don't realize. Like, they're not only casinos; they're fucking masterpiece hotels and like artwork and architecture and
like it brings Paris to Las Vegas.
Everything, yeah. It's just. I'm actually about to. I'm glad you cracked this sauce.
But like fucking.
What is this? The spicy,
I
sweet,
think that's a sweet sassy.
How is it? It's a little sassy.
I had it on a old fry, so I don't.
Okay, I don't know why. Buffalo, a little honey. You're gonna like that. You like buffalo sauce?
Oh yeah, that kind of tastes like. Have you been to Wingers before? They're a little spicy. Winger sauce.
This barbecue sauce tastes like somewhere, and I can't put a finger on it.
Sweet Baby Ray's. I'm just joking.
No, it tastes somewhere like another spot. Might be. It might be Red Robin. Might be tripping though.
It could be.
So, speaking of food, nigga. When you walked around, did you get any fire food? Because that's like my other favorite thing to do there.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they have a bunch of shit we don't have here, and
we went. Let me see right here.
And they have a list.
Okay, so it's called Sayulitas.
Sayulitas?
Yeah, basically it's like bless you or blessed.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like I don't know if you've seen on Instagram where they have like that like 6-foot burrito that's like wrapped in bacon and.
Oh yeah, It's that place.
It's that place, and every one of their burritos is just like they have that like the ultimate one for like 100, or you can just get big ass burritos.
For not 100, obviously.
Yeah, for like 20 or
niggas at home
30 or
thinking.
something. But so fucking big. I got fucking pictures of this big.
You got a chicken burrito, huh?
No, I got a carne asada, hot Cheeto. Well,
You
you
feeling okay?
know when you go to them places, you need to
Stop.
go crazy. You gotta let them give you the carne asada because
I've always told people you're my cousin that doesn't ever change up.
Well, when I made chicken burritos last night when I got home, they like, why am I gonna pay $20
for a burrito you can never make?
No, but the carne asada is expensive. You go get that pollo. You even go to the little thing to get the pollo.
What?
The pollo.
Pollo?
The pollo. You get the pollo.
Chinese Mexican.
Oh my god! You get the pollo, and it's like $3.49 a pound. You get the worst carne asada. It's like $87.50. So I got that with the hot burrito or hot Cheeto burrito. With onions and nacho cheese and nigga, so fucking smacking.
Was it?
So smacking.
One of the best burritos you've had?
Yeah, easily.
That's a good sign. That's a good thing.
And they weren't.
What'd your lady get?
She got their like carne asada quesadilla.
She didn't get queso birria or something?
No birria. But it was super fire. It was like past. It was like across from Mandalay Bay, in like the strip mall.
Okay.
So it wasn't like in like the pretty part.
Yeah, it wasn't like heart of the strip.
Mm-hmm. But it fucking smacked. Then we went to Rolling Smoke.
Oh, what's that?
It's a barbecue place that you told me about. Nigga, we got there and there was not a single soul.
I know. Every time I go, there's literally 3 niggas in the whole building, and 2 of them are employees.
And then after we ordered, nigga sat down, a steamroll of people came in. I'm like, because at first I'm like, well, shit, there ain't nobody in this motherfucker. This like
You said this nigga just put us in the worst barbecue in the world.
Yeah, I'm like, y'all can't be.
You said they're about to be serving McRibs, nigga, and pig's feet.
Nigga,
how was it?
Best barbecue I ever had. It was the best spot we ate at while we were there.
Best barbecue you've ever had?
I've never had barbecue that I was like, oh yeah, fuck with that.
Okay.
Like to where I would pay again or I left full or whatever. It was just, nigga.
And I told you to get the all you can eat.
And we didn't even do that.
Right.
And
if your frugal ass is saying it's the best and you didn't even do the all you can eat, that shit had to be busted.
And we had to walk, so it was like we couldn't. And it was already uncomfortable to walk.
Yeah, bro, the first time I went there, it was like that as well. Fucking me up.
Nigga. We went, go ahead.
I asked if it's, because you said it's best barbecue I've had. Mm-hmm. I asked that like that because, excuse me, you've been to Texas and whatnot. So yeah. I just didn't know if you've ever, but there's spots out there that you're like, yeah, this is fire, or it's good, but not like super crazy.
I've never tasted a rib like that.
Oh, and you talk about the beef rib.
Beef rib, the spare rib, and the baby.
Oh, you got the 3 rib.
Every single version that they had of the rib was the best version of a rib I've ever had in my life.
That's fine.
Like fucking craziness.
That's super busting. Honestly, I every time anybody's like, yeah, I'm going to Vegas, that's the only thing you got to go there. I don't even try to put them on nothing else, because if they go to the other one, I'm going to be mad for them.
I get what you're saying. Like if they happen to just choose.
They're like, oh, we went to the pizza spot instead of the barbecue.
And you're like, yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
Not even.
You played yourself.
Mm-hmm. So what did you think of the price? You said you and wifey paid like $50 for the 2 of you?
Mm-hmm. And that was fine. Mm-hmm. And it would have even been like if we really were like trying to do all you can eat, the $50 a meal.
Well, and you would have definitely made it worth it. You'd have just been miserable.
But that's just low in Vegas. Like if you eat like at any of the restaurants, like in the
It's like $40 a plate, depending.
Yeah,
not
more.
Right,
yeah, that's just a la carte of each little item. Like most of the time, it's like, oh,
yeah, that's just a steak with no sides.
Yeah,
you ain't lying.
So it was like everything about it was like, if you were going for an experience, was good.
Oh yeah.
I like how they had the barbecue sauce. You can do whatever, go as crazy as you wanted.
Oh, the different flavors. I told Chance, I said, they must have not liked it. He didn't even call me or nothing. He didn't send a text, nothing. This nigga didn't like it. I said, fuck. I'm losing my touch.
We went from there, and because it's right by Planet 13,
Uh-huh.
to go check in on, because it's something that I invest in. Planet 13 is one of the weed stocks.
Oh, yeah. You told me about
and
that.
so I always just slide through there just to see, make sure things is going good.
He said, oh, why? Who called out today? Who the fuck are you?
Like, I got 300 shares. You gotta listen to me. Like, those shares are 50 cents a piece. Like, nigga, you owe $150. But anyway,
yeah, give it to me. No, did it?
They just completed their consumption lounge.
Okay.
So you can go there and get high there. And to enter it, you go to a phone booth.
Fire.
Yeah.
That's so dope because nowhere you can do that. Like,
they just started
I was saying some places I'm sure you can, but like
not the closest place on the strip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fire.
And so that's just
they're like, don't open that in here. No matter what.
Yeah.
Like,
now you can get your product.
I want to make sure the shit you gave me looks like the same shit you showed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I bet you that's like can be like a play. Like they're showing you the most like beautiful piece
you
of
open it, it looks like it's 17 months old, nigga.
Yeah, you're like,
you said, nigga, you gave me Snickle Fritz.
Fuck that.
You gave me the Snickle Fritz.
Do you want that?
Go ahead, cousin. That's a little buttery for me.
Yeah.
That's how you like it.
Hello, butter.
So,
we didn't even figure out how we got to Venice. Because on Sunday, we went to the Sphere, and then on Monday morning, we rented a car. Just got a cheap rental. Drove there. The economy rentals weren't out, so they gave us a Charger for the same price.
Oh, so you were flexing, huh?
No, I didn't. We didn't want the Charger, but it was gray because they were like, "You guys want a convertible?" I was like,
"No,
and
nigga."
She was like, "No." And they probably would give us a bright red ass Mustang or something. And it was like, "No, nigga, I need gray, black, white,
under the radar color."
Yeah, I do not need all of that. But yeah,
in California, they'll cut your shit smooth. They said, "Oh, you got a soft top convertible? Nigga, we're in there.
Get your little bag."
So, Rolling Smoke, best barbecue you ever had, best thing at the Strip.
Yeah.
Oh, was the dopest thing or the Olympic game? Or something else?
It's the Sphere.
Oh, you guys went to the Sphere. You went inside and everything?
Yeah, we watched the show there.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's super fire.
It's fucking...
That's crazy. I've only seen the videos from... Like, obviously, when I was there, I saw this. We didn't go in, but... Unreal.
Super, like... Damn, and the show that we watched, it was like Postcard to Earth or something. Mm-hmm. It starts and the movie's just like... It looks like it's like a regular movie, just like IMAX like that. And I'm like, nigga, if it's just this, like, nigga, if they don't be utilizing, and then like partway through the movie, it like hits this scene and it, nigga,
magnified.
Yeah, because it's like going like over mountain ranges, and you feel like
because you're like in controlled seats.
Yeah, like the seats have like boom boxes or whatever, but like the way it immerses your vision, it makes you feel like you're in virtual, like everybody's in virtual reality and shit. Yeah.
Had you fucked up?
Yeah, so I thought I was about to fall off a cliff, and it goes from like regular movie theater to like, nigga, and people are like shook, and it blows like air and stuff. So like when you're like moving through and the clouds are moving, you feel like the wind, and when the fucking thunder's cracking, it's like.
That's a trip. I'd probably be tripping. I couldn't imagine going on that on mushrooms.
Oh my God.
You niggas might be never come back the same. Huh?
No.
He said no.
You would be fucked up.
I said, nice to meet you. And James.
Yeah. No.
Oh my God. Well, I'm glad you had a good ass trip. I know this is a difficult question to answer, but you know I don't mean any harm by it. Did you enjoy the time without the kids? You about to drip?
Oh.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Much
yeah.
needed?
Yeah, much needed.
Hell yeah. That's what I like to hear.
That's the first time ever.
I was going to say, you guys
7 days.
always do family trips. Like, no matter if you go on a trip, it's always family trip. You guys, every time
I've
you
never been with there 7 days in a row.
with no kids. Yeah.
The longest ever been 3 days, 2 days, a weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fire. You guys still love each other? I'm just
Yeah. Before, by the time we got back from Venice Beach, our days and nights had flipped. You know, like we're up to like 7 a.m. Sleeping until like yeah, and then like getting ready. It's 2 o'clock. Then the show's at 7. It's like, damn, that snuck up on us. I was, like regular. Be like, oh, you got a show at 7. That's nothing. A show at 7 is like having a matinee at noon. Like, nigga, it's like, yeah, it was the best trip I've ever been on. Best experience
Good.
of my life.
Got another little J-Dot on the way because you guys were getting your bump nasty. Look at him. Boy came back 17 pounds lighter. Look at his
my gosh.
That boy was getting his stick on.
And the hotel would just, you know what I mean? Like, beds made and fresh every day. You come out the shower. There ain't no kids. You live like a caveman.
You said, let me tell you something, girl. This dick gonna drop on something.
You start lotioning hella bones. You know, I got to get this shit all night. You know what I'm saying? They're like, what are you? Let me get that down. You like, one leg the other.
I said, don't even worry about it. You said, I'm not gonna start.
You all dry different than
You take 3 towels to dry off. You being hella prepared, just bougie as shit. He said, I gotta wash these towels. What are you talking about?
You're hella wild, but.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you guys had a good ass time. Because I've been here working like a motherfucking slave.
Tell me about it.
Tell you what about? Oh, yeah. What do you mean? Tell you about what? Bitch, you was on that trip, oh?
Oh, you tense.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Tell me about it.
Yeah,
Get it off your chest.
Back. No,
Yeah.
It's been just busy as shit. Like, we had the Kenny Chesney event, 10,000 people, 109-degree weather.
No issues?
Worked 16 hours. It was very minimal issues. Like, I expected it to be a lot worse just because of how many people were there. But, like, system-wise, we did okay.
Okay.
You know, very couple hiccups. Like, hey, my shit's not working. I go over there. By the time I get there, it's already fixed.
And is it fixed because
niggas just kept hitting buttons? You know what I'm saying? The reason that they got there is because they hit too many buttons, and then they kept hitting buttons. And
damn.
Yeah. But yeah, it's busy as fuck. This week we got the Stampede, Snake River Stampede.
That's gonna go crazy.
From tomorrow to Saturday, or today until Saturday. Bitch was.
Is it busy every night of the Stampede?
Yeah,
or?
So the Stampede is like they do like 3-4 caterings a day. They have a rodeo every night, and then after the rodeo they have a concert outside. So it goes from inside where the arena is just full of dirt and they do all the rodeo shit, and then they go outside to the amphitheater and have a concert and continue to drink until 1.
Until 1 a.m.? Damn. And do you buy a ticket for all the days? Or each day is a single?
I'm sure you can get like a week pass, but they do individual days.
And do you see the same people there? Every day, or does it feel like it's a new 5,000 people? 5,000?
It's new. I'm sure there's going to be, a lot of the same people, like if they have friends participating in it or family or whatever. But
for the most part,
I think it's gonna be like a fresh new. And that's the thing. It's supposed to be like 6,000-7,000 people on the weekends, and so it's about to be busy. But yeah, I just been working. Fucking my car. I got in a car wreck. You got my shit hit, and then my shit now is coolant's fucked up. So
is that gonna be part of the insurance?
Yeah. Oh no, the coolant no.
No, but you can't. You might need to call Colin and see if they need to make sure that you're right.
Colin, let me know in the comments, my dog. I know you be watching. Make sure to let me know if I can, what I'm saying, my shit's starting to act up. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know what came. The egg came before the chicken came before the egg.
You know what I'm saying? It's just so...
Your hose is big.
I just like to be, I just like to think it wasn't because where I got hit on my car, it wasn't, in that vicinity, but you never know.
You know how when you back up into somebody, then they 2 weeks later they're like, oh boy, God help. He's like, how were you able to make it out? He's like, I called Colin at 208-639-04. 12. And he was able to get me with the Colin. He was able to give me. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know if I told you this, but I was like about to just start recording a commercial for Colin with the bitch standing there who hit me.
That would have been.
But that would have just been savage. You know what I'm saying? I was mad. I'd have probably been more rude than I needed to be instead of just doing a funny commercial like, well, this just happened. You know what I'm saying? I've been like, if you're not paying it, you get hit by somebody who's not paying attention. Call Colin. You know what I'm saying? I'd have just been on her helmet, but. Other than that, dog, just been working some, a lot of fucking just interviewed for the director position
at your job.
Yup. Fingers crossed.
Who are all interviewing? You don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. They're not me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm pulling for you.
Appreciate you, cousin.
Yeah. What would that role be?
Well, it's funny because. Like my boss has told me, oh yeah, we're gonna create this role, blah blah blah. We'd like you, like he was telling multiple of us, but it's like you all are able to apply, like, and they send me the responsibilities, like the role responsibilities, and I just start highlighting everything I already do.
Pretty close,
nigga. Like 3 things that I don't do, and I just give it back to them. I'm like, hey, I applied. Here's your response. This is like stuff I already do, and blah blah blah. So, and I just keep it real. Like when they're like, "Oh, what do you think you could, like, how do you feel you are at like P&Ls and stuff like that?" And I'm like, obviously, I know a little bit about P&Ls, but like when they start getting into the more in-depth questions, I'm just like, honestly, I don't really know too much about it. Like. I think we all know this is like the area that I lack in, but and my big boss was like, and this is what I love about him because I feel like he knew I was gonna have an answer for this, but he's like, okay, so tell me the pros and cons of not having any background in that, and I'm just like, well, I feel the cons are that I'm gonna ask you guys a lot more questions and it's gonna take more time for me to get a hang of it, but the pro I feel that outweighs that is that I don't have bad habits to break. So whatever you guys, however you want to train me or show me, that's the way that it's going to be done because I don't. He's like, you're a lump of clay. I said, exactly.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Some of the big organizations, that's why they only hire out of college because they don't want to have to break you.
Right. A 45-year-old nigga who did this at 3 other jobs or 3 other companies. And
yeah.
But yeah, just been doing that, trying to get my shit right. Fucking. Been stressful, but busy.
Ain't been nothing as stressful as Donald Trump's week.
Oh, God.
Damn, people trying to take his head off.
You believe it?
That they're trying to?
You believe it? You believe he really got shot?
I feel like it. I feel like
out of all the shit you don't believe, you want to believe that?
Well, do you think they fake people's death? Well, because the shooter is dead, and then they said there was one.
That's what they told you. You got the autopsy report?
Well, I haven't went and found the. Damn, that's wild. I haven't even processed it like that.
My point is, if you're the president of the United States of America and you get grazed in your ear,
yeah.
One, Secret Service isn't about to let you stand right there. The nigga got tackled and stood right back up and was standing in the exact same spot for 3 minutes.
No, he was tackled for a long. He was tackled for a long time.
He got up and was standing in the exact same spot.
Well,
they would have put him in some shit and took him off of sight. If the assassination just was attempted on his life.
In that moment, I think they're just supposed to cover him and just keep him covered until the person got killed. Is that how I thought that the process should go?
Yeah, I don't know.
And once they were like, shooter dead.
Two, how do you not see the shooter until the shit's fired? And then now you're like, oh, there he is, boom! As soon as he shoots, we shoot, and he's dead. So you just saw him as soon as the bullet grazed the president. And two, nigga, if you just almost got killed, you're gonna go. First off, if I shot you in the ear with a motherfucking AR, I don't give a fuck how much it took, your ear's gone. If you barely got nicked, nigga, your ear's gone. The velocity of an assault rifle.
Oh, damn. I don't know enough about bullets.
I think that some Trump supporters, like not the diehards, but some people like, he does good, you know? Him being a felon, I feel like those people are pretty like logical. They're not like super Trump, but they understand why they like him and understand why they don't like him, right? Mm-hmm. Well, him being a 30-time or 43-time or 34, whatever it is, felon, how do you get them back on your side besides showing that I'm not scared. I'm fucking here to fight. And he's all, fight! Fight!
I got a text message.
Bro, this shit is absolutely unreal.
I got a text message on the way over, and it says, because like just like signed up for voting or whatever, and they get phone number.
Oh, yeah.
Then it said, from Trump, never surrender. And I'm like, okay.
Exactly. It's a campaign. That's his new slogan for the campaign. And tell me why there's, like, I went on Twitter, there's niggas all in the crowd. This one dude just standing there like, shots didn't even get fired. I know what a motherfucking gunshot sounds like. That nigga, that was literally a pop, not a bang. And if it's an AR, it's not sounding like that. I'm just saying. Like, I think he's like that conniving and that cares that much that if he can do anything to sway people to believe like he cares, he got shot at and he's still running, he's not scared. Like I don't understand how like.
Okay, if it my thing that I was thinking about.
Last point, real quick.
Okay.
There's videos all over before the nigga got shot on Twitter. Before Trump got shot, the kid is laying on the roof, and there's people recording him, and they're like, yeah, he's up there, pointing him out to the security team and the cops. And you see him get up and move, and then he gets back down and lays back down. So everybody and their mom's like, oh, hey, that kid over there, he's on the roof, and nobody's just keep letting the president talk. Nobody's going to bang him out. No, you know what I'm saying? So you know he's there. It's aware to the security team and police.
Where does he have the AR if they can see him just laying there?
Thank you. I'm going to show you these. Comment down below if you think the nigga really got shot. I just think, at the very least, the top of your ear is gone. Because the shit was like this, right? They got blood all right here. I think if you get clipped, especially with the AR, your shit's gone. Your ears, the top half of your ear is pieced out.
I haven't seen his ear. I didn't see the ear.
They're not gonna show it.
I was like, man, this is like a fucking like a movie, and that's when it's like starts being kind of weird, but at the same time,
ding ding. Said, did the Simpsons predict this thing?
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't have anything on that.
I just think it's wild. I don't know. I think that I'm not political at all. I know pieces of shit people when I see it. And
so, okay, now my homework is going to be to like find the other person that passed away, watch those videos that you were saying about them like pointing out that there was a shooter before the shots are even fired. Some dude just chilling on the roof.
Yeah,
this ain't Laws of La Palooza.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And then there's this, I forget his name, but it's all over Twitter. If this is Trump and this is the people standing behind him, there's a dude like directly behind him who has like a top hat and like longer black curly hair, and everybody's like, "Oh, that's so and so. Google him." Well, when the shots fire off, he's just standing there. Everybody else ducks. He's just like, and then like gets down. And one bitch, as soon as shots ring off, has her phone up and's like recording. And it's just like, bruh, y'all just knew something was gonna happen. If I hear real shots, I'm not worried about where my fucking phone is. I know that's for goddamn sure. Especially if I'm standing behind the target. I don't know. Just things logical niggas think, I guess. I don't.
Damn.
But on to bigger and better things. Summer League. Bronny. Not performing as hot as a lot of people thought. Been seeing some stuff saying, Coach JJ Redick sitting next to the GM, like a still picture like me and you. It's like they're thinking of how they're going to tell LeBron Bronny's got to go to G League.
We were in the hotel. We were outside waiting for Uber at Vidara.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, there must have been
JJ Redick just popped out. And
I
took my phone like this, and I put over a picture of JJ Redick. I'm like, baby, this is JJ. I was like, but I didn't say it. I was just like,
yeah. It's fire.
Just like, and
that's the time. You guys went at a great time because there's so much like famous people there, and if you just walk in the strip.
One night we were walking back, there's this big ass U-Haul truck that pulled up in front of Vidara, and it was unloading every Laker G League player luggage and stuff like that. We're just seeing like niggas flood into the hotel.
Right, just giants.
I told my wife, I'm like, why do they do this to niggas or to NBA players? Doesn't matter, right. Race, creed, whatever.
Right.
You drop them off in the fucking most like predatory environment to play G League basketball, like to play a summer league. Every BBL's out on the lurk. The casinos are trying to get at their money. Like, and like everything's smoke and mirrors.
Oh yeah. Oh, Mr. J. Let me give you the suite for the weekend.
Yeah, like.
Oh, go ahead and gamble, dog. Don't even trip.
Go ahead and gamble. I saw him turn his head right there. Send her back around. Mm-hmm. Send her back around. And it's like, how many babies are going to be born?
She's fertile. She's fertile. Send her back around.
Yeah, like, can they do it in Indiana or something? Or like in like Ohio? Like, you do something. But like, you
it'd really be over if they did it in like Miami or something, though, nigga. I mean,
all of those places are just like, why are you just dropping them in houses
to not basketball fans?
The draft was what, like 2 months ago?
Right.
And everybody has seen them get drafted. Mm-hmm. Everybody that's like, when they gonna get to the summer league, I'm gonna be out there that week.
Vegas, yep, all week. Here we go. 2 week span.
Predatorial, and I'm just like, damn.
Yeah, that's wild.
Damn, yeah, it's probably like the most beautiful place to be, but like, there's professionals at every level. Professional girls, professional casinos, scammers, professional hitmen, professional jewelers, professional Gucci bag people. You know what I mean? Like,
you ain't lying. You ain't not lying. And like you said, I feel like that's like such a melting pot for the United States. Like you can find anything there. You could be from fucking Alaska. You go to Vegas. You could find somebody who gets you drugs, fucking hookers, illegal. And
it's not what you think it looks like.
No.
It's the baddest looking silhouette or whatever of a female there. It's not like that's an escort. You're like, oh no, that's a trophy. But you don't know. It's like,
it's one's like, I need $450. You're like, but I only got a $5 bill.
They're like, and you're like, oh, $450? That's not bad. They're not $4,500. Like, quit playing. Like, it's like crazy. Yeah. But the Bronny thing, like,
what do you think? He's still getting his feet wet?
I mean,
Is it not a big deal?
I mean, I guess I wouldn't say that it was like should be, or it's like he's doing that much worse than any other second round. It's like after the first 17 picks, you never know if those picks, like 18 through the end of the second round, even make the team. Like truly in basketball, it's like if you're a second round draft pick, you potentially are making the team. You were probably
I saw a clip after his like first or second game, and he went like 2 for 9 or something from the field, and they're like showing the highlights, and it's a press conference on the top half of the video, and they're like, "Yo, how do you think you did?" Blah blah blah. And he's like, "Yeah, I was just trying to get downhill as much as possible." It shows this nigga shooting all the jump shots. I swear to God, it was 2 buckets for layups. I said, "Dog, this shit is crazy." But honestly, I feel like, and I heard this from Gil's Arena, but I feel like, why can't he like show emotion, or like when they're asked like, "Oh, how's it? Have you thought about playing with your dad?" "Oh, not really. I don't." It's like, nigga, you don't ever think, never. You expect us to believe you guys have never once discussed if you get drafted, it could be a possibility. Like, just be real. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing that bothers me. You're already there. No matter what you say, Nick, it's not changing that.
But I think they definitely want it to be in an NBA game,
right?
That he's on the side. That's when they can cash in and be like hella happy. Right now, he's not. It's not father and son playing
together. But that's not the
yet.
thing. Is that the question was draft, not
playing is on. Really excited to be drafted?
Yeah, with your dad. Like, did you think about ever being where you could go in the draft and the possibility of you being with your dad? No, not really. I just am so focused on working to get better. It's like, nigga, don't give us this generic ass answer. I know it's politically correct and right for the media, but
like, champagne can't be brought out yet. That's
people don't like. People don't like you if you can't like you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I think he's just been trained to be like, it's not that big of a deal for so long, like.
But it is. And he knows it is. And that's my point. It is a big deal. Why is a father-son duo, the first time in history being on the same team, not a big deal? It's a history.
Because they haven't been on the same team yet. That's what I'm saying. Like, until it happens,
they are,
NBA day, when it actually happens, they're going to be going crazy. I just think they're just like holding their tongue, like, can we pull this off?
That's the point. They were you excited to get drafted to your dad's team? I don't know. I don't really think about it.
Okay.
Nigga, what are you talking about?
Yeah. That I see. That's the exact wording. Yes.
It's just like, good. Like, anybody would be happy to get drafted to their team. I don't understand why it's a cool thing, or it's so, like, it's a must that you can't be excited to play with your dad. Like, I don't understand what's the big issue, nigga. Anybody that has ever played the NBA, if they could say, hey, you play with your dad, if you could get drafted, would that be dope?
Oh, okay.
Like, fuck yeah!
Okay, what if we put him in like the normal thought pattern of, like, say a rich kid, when you be like, oh man, you got money because of your dad. No, I'm self-made, and you're like, no, nigga, he got you. You know what I mean? Like, anybody that is like in that role where you're like, people are thinking everything's given to you because your dad, you're like, just try to downplay that as much as possible. Like, he's like in his like.
Well, that sucks.
It does.
Okay.
It does suck, but you've seen every like rich kid where you like try to be like.
Yeah, but
it must be nice
it's like if you were a rich kid, like you're a rich dad, and you fucking got rich off of cleaning swimming pools, and you're a millionaire off of that. You have the biggest swimming pool company in the world, and then your son, you go to give it to your son. Nigga, anybody can manage swimming pools. It doesn't take a physical attribute to do that. You're not like a 1%er because you inherited a $1 million business. You don't need anything special to clean swimming pools. You don't need a physical attribute. You're in a 1% bracket at your field or at your level. You've put in the work. You put in the time. Just take credit for the work you put in. You know what I'm saying?
But there's a group of people that believe he's not in the 1%. he's like in the 3%.
Right.
You know, so like.
But he got drafted, so he immediately is now in the 1%, regardless of what people think.
People think it's artificial.
Regardless,
you might feel it's artificial
even if he
too.
never plays a game in NBA, he's still part of that 1% that got drafted to the NBA.
Yeah, but it might be heavy on his heart, and that's what we're.
And you know his heart can't take too much.
Oh, too soon, buddy. Too soon. Yeah, no, I see that point. I get that point. I get it.
Yeah.
Like, he should be embracing the moment because it comes and goes, and then he looks back on it and be like.
But honestly,
damn.
when you made the point of like a rich kid mentality, it's like, damn, he has had everything in his life, and he's probably always been told, your dad got that for you. Or, shout out to your dad. You know, It's like, nigga. But I feel like athletes is like the one thing you can't, like, regardless if my dad was LeBron James and I'm a fucking nerd, I'm not going to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I can't run and jump and fucking have high basketball IQ, I'm not going to the NBA.
They put Bronny's stats up against this other USC basketball player that didn't get drafted that was on his team that was like averaging like 18, 6 assists, 7 boards that didn't get drafted. And so think about that if they did that at just USC, they'd probably put that same narrative where they think he's like 6th round. And maybe if he played like 3 more years, he truly would be like a 2nd round draft pick for 3 years from now.
Okay, I'm going to ask you this because this is the debate. Rashad McCants used to play for the Timberwolves. Mm-hmm. He's on Gale's Arena, but he's one who's like, if you're not ready, go back to college and get your stock right. And Gale and them are always like, why would I do that if I can go to the NBA at 19 or go to the G League at 19 and have 3 years to work as a professional and get professional training and insight rather than now when I come out of college, if I go back to college until I'm a senior, now I'm 24, 23 coming out of college.
Yeah.
Why would we not take the 19? And that's like where the NBA is now. They always take the young guy because I can develop you how I want you.
Yeah.
I have more time with you, right?
Yeah.
It's just weird because I've like never even thought of that, but it's like Bronny's what, 20?
Yeah. I mean,
19, 20,
yeah.
19, 20?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, even if it doesn't pan out, say your dad plays 3 more years or 2 more years. You have 2 more years under one of the greatest of all time to develop you, to help you in every way possible.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. It's wild.
It sucks that he's not playing well right now.
Yeah, and I think it just
turns.
I think it's nerves. Like, yeah, you played in front of your dad at high schools and stuff, but there's a clear difference in certain kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he's going D1. This nigga just likes to play basketball. Yeah. At this level, everybody's going D1 or went D1. And,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's playing because summer league's like pretty much the best of the G League plus all the people that just got drafted.
Right.
All the people that just got drafted, like only a handful of them are probably his age. The rest of them are like.
Our rookie from last year was playing, and he balled. He was supposed to win Rookie of the Year. Okay. He was playing in our summer league game this year. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like get your development right. Get used to running 82 games, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
It's wild. I think it's just nerves. I think once because it's magnified even more now, right? Mm-hmm. Like he's always been in the spotlight, but it's like, okay, now you're here. Now what?
Yeah.
Once it's going to calm down, the talk about Bronny's going to kind of slow down a little bit. I think that's when he's going to take off. It's like, oh, okay, they're not even worried. They're not even checking for me anymore.
And I think he has a love for the game and a worker's mentality, so I do think he's going to have that growth.
Right.
I think that they'll clap their hands once it's a regular season game and Bronny gets subbed in and LeBron's on the court. Right. It's going to be like a clap it up, cry. Like, they're going to pausing the game. Like, he's going to come in. Maybe they go up the court one time and then it's just like.
A sub out.
Yeah, not even sub out. He just like goes and hugs his son and like fucking because Braun will just stop the whole shit just for something like that, and everybody will be like, he didn't travel when he walked over to him. We're just going to take a pause.
Right.
This is actually monumental, you know. Right. And that's when it'll be like right after that they'll have the conversation like where like actually materialize. Because right now the whole world is wanting him to go to the G League and not be.
I think it would be fantastic for him, like just because he's playing with. Like, right now, he's already playing with G Leagues, but like I said, on the Heat, like, we had a Rookie of the Year candidate playing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, like, these people are already confident through the roof. He needs to get that confidence at that level. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying he's not confident, but when you go 1 for 9.
It's just such a big risk. Because is he going to go to the G League, develop, and be able to come back within a year or two? Or is it like they hold the line here, get him the first 6 games of the NBA regular season, then send him back? Because
it's
not in the record books until they're on the court together in a regular season game.
Honestly, I don't feel bad. Like, I wish him the best, but I don't feel bad if it doesn't pan out. Like, you should have worked out with more teams than just the Lakers and the Suns. And you shouldn't have had Rich Paul calling other teams saying, if you draft Bronny, he's going to Australia. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to go overseas. It's like, okay. You know, so now what happens if it doesn't pan out with the Lakers and now other teams don't even want to take a chance on him because you didn't want to work out with us? Is the strength of your last name going to be enough? You don't know? Probably.
Junior, thank you. What did I see that the Greek Freak made them sign the shoe deal with his brother before he would sign his deal? They're like, no, let's get you taken care of. And he's like, no, I need you to eat my brother.
You know who was the first person who did that?
Who?
Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose?
With Adidas. Got his brother like a 10-year, $250,000 contract with Adidas.
Yeah. That's all this play is happening right now.
Yeah, so. That's genius. It's like, nigga, why would I not? Like, if I can, regardless if it's not going, if I can get him $250,000, now I don't need to worry about that nigga. He's never gonna ask me for shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
and if he does, I'm gonna look him cold.
I said, yeah, nigga, I got you at 250 times 10 by 250, nigga.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's crazy. I wish him the best, but I just don't know really how much more pull his pops is going to have on the way out of his, there's about to be a new face of the league if there's not already. So it's going to be
Ant-Man.
Is that who you got? Ant-Man, face of the league? Man, can you be the face of the league in Minnesota?
Man, he was dynamic as fuck on that court. You could tell he was like and
defensive end
Tatum and Halliburton or whatever his name.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, like
Halliburton.
They could
even over Luka.
I mean,
I know. I'm not gonna ask you.
They're boring and shit.
Okay, I just want to make sure. We had this debate last time.
I know.
The in your face are just fundamentally sound. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't got those highlight plays, but they're just fundamentally sound, and they motherfucking are nice as shit, even though they don't got no burst, no athleticism.
They're good.
They're
working. Yeah, they do. They got it. I'm done fighting that. He said
I already said I wanted to say something.
Yeah, they fucking do that thing. Like,
right.
It makes basketball so diverse when you can see all body shapes and stuff. Like, make it. Definitely. Steph Curry's like
6'2", legit.
But he's probably 6'4". Yeah, sounds like that. But
but that shit about that, right? You gotta guard him in half court.
People are like clapping, like every time he goes to shoot, they're just like, it's gonna go in, and when it misses, they're like sad, but then he just gets hot, and you're just like crazy.
Yeah, he's a bucket.
Oh, and he's kind of chippy, like when they're like he's hitting the shoulders on people, and you're like, why is he like that? Yeah, like just like a little bit I was seeing in the Canada game, it was like. Kind of like how, just like we normally play basketball when people come to set up or something. Like, are you gonna let them set up nice, or you can give them a little shot before they set it?
Let them reset when they set up.
Yeah, and it was like, dang, dude, he's small, but he
does got a little more. Yeah, but now imagine though, like on camera, he's the nicest person ever, like in interviews. But now imagine how he had to be his whole life being undersized.
Oh,
You know
that's what I was saying. Like
he had to be that dog chip on his shoulder mentality. I feel like he's very similar to Trae Young. He just doesn't. He's not as boisterous. You know, they both have that chip on the shoulder. We're the undersized underdog, and you niggas didn't think we could. And okay,
yeah.
that's how I look at
The
it.
moves that the shoulder that I saw him throw, I was like, that don't seem like that's not step.
He said, "We've been drinking. This Vegas weather got him fucked up."
But yeah.
Okay, last question about Vegas. Was it 100 plus the whole time you were there?
We were there
110.
the hottest day on record, 120 degrees.
So I just got an update, or just got a text from my little brother saying some clouds in Vegas today or yesterday stopped the longest streak of 110 days in Vegas, or longest 110-day degree streak of 11 days in Vegas.
Every day that we were there, it was
110.
like 118,
Yeah.
119, 120, 118, 117.
You go dark,
Like every day.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Well, shit, cousin, I'm glad you're back.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back.
You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we got to fuck this food up. We saved y'all one piece.
Hey, don't focus that last 10 minutes where he's not eating strips and I'm still going. Don't count those ones.
I made up for it on 2 coleslaws. But yeah, episode 81.
Yeah.
Been a rolling. I'm your host, Chain, here with the Guthries. If you haven't tried it, motherfucking go try it. Golden fried chicken fingers, dog. Bussin'.
Girthies.
Girthies is what I call it. Tuck your pride and open wide for some girthies. Yes, sure. You're my co-host.
J.White, the Fi Guy. Yeah.
Anything slick to say? I know you just spent $1 bazillion. He said, "Don't spend shit in Vegas."
we budgeted for it. I feel like we stayed within our budget. I had a gambling budget of $1,000,
And you came up.
and I came up. So going in that. Wifey had like a budget of like $200. We've been saving up for the trip.
Since our honeymoon, 200 for gambling is what you're saying. Your wifey.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
200.
she's gonna be McDonald's the whole trip. You can't even
No.
afford McDonald's in Vegas.
No, we use Vegas.com like ahead of time to get like
Your whole trip.
everything. They were like, it's not even set up, and I was like, oh, we did Eddie Griffin.
Okay, yeah.
So we bought tickets for the general admission, and because like it obviously didn't fill up right there, they just like
Pushed
us down. We were 6 rows back, dead center.
That's fire.
Nigga.
Was it a good time?
He's a goat.
Hell yeah.
He's up there. Yeah.
That's fire.
But
Been around forever.
There was a sign in Vegas that said like budget your betting, and I would say do that. Like bring what you're willing to risk, and that's it. And
I feel like I told you off camera. Vegas ain't there for nothing.
yeah,
They ain't there because they lose. You know what I'm saying? Again, we appreciate you. Episode 81 in the books. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week. Yeah.